Hello everyone, welcome back to whatever this is. This time it is this thing, the not Marvel Legends Captain Marvel. Yeah, so there's a story to this. I'm going on eBay searching for Marvel Legends because I want one, so I gonna buy one. But I didn't buy one, I bought this. Because in the pictures, it looked like the legit one. This is not the legit one. I've been bamboozled. I mean, I'm fine with this, but I'm also mad as hell. Because I'm getting back from the post office, excitedly all kiddie-like on a Christmas day, opening this up. And like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm looking at the pictures in the back. But then I realized, wait a second. This print is kind of a little off. It's not as shiny as the regular boxes. Right? And also on the top, it's usually embossed, the symbol, the insignia of the character, usually. I mean, I mostly have Spider-Man figures. I mean, I only have characters from the Spider-Man universe, so they all have the Spider-Man logo, which is always embossed, so I don't know about other figures. I mean, from other reviews, they are. So I figure like, oh, this box is kind of weird. And then I look at the window of the box. And I look like, no actual photorealistic paint on the head. And then I noticed this one little thing. So, yeah, this looks like Brie Larson, by the way. It does. But it looks like Brie Larson after a horrific accident which dented her left side of her face in. Or at least of her mouth. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, without the paint, it also kind of looks like, I don't know. Never mind that. But it's not as good as I hoped it would be. And then I look at this hand, the extra hand that is not on the figure. And I notice there is no wrist joint. There's the peg, but no joint. It won't do this motion, which and then I look at the rest of the figure to see if there's another one, another place where there's no joint where it's supposed to be, and the ankles are the same. This bothers me very much. The paint on the actual figure, like from looking at it inside a box, is fine. It's not the best. The gold yellow kind of thing looks more like mustard, but still, it's kind of fine. And I didn't get a good look at the face part, the mouth part of the cowl, but we shall see it. I do kind of dig the mohawk. Yeah. Also, I'm not really sure, but I think the actual figure has a brighter shade for the hair. But you don't take my word for it. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, let's adjust. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yes, so as you noticed, the figure is not attached to the hands in the box. I don't know why. Maybe it was attached and I just took it out of the box wrong, but if you look very, very closely, there is no actual joint in the shoulder. There's no hinge. Usually there is a hinge. Sorry about the noise, I'm just adjusting the light here a little bit. But as you can see, it pops right back in, so that's a thing, which is a thing. Well, this one's kinda hard to get in. Yeah, there's some flash on it, but it'll be fine. I'll cut it later. Okay, so from what I see, this buy was bad. I mean, this did cost me like less than $10. So, I mean, that's like more than less actually than half price. That is, to my understanding, standing on $20 usually for Marvel Legends. Yeah, and here, no joint. No joint. So if you want to stand her up, you can stand her up just like this. The head pops off very nicely actually, and pops on very nicely. Maybe even too much, I think. Yeah. But as you can see, like, this kind of does look like Brie Larson, but as you can see, like, as you turn it, oh no, horrific accident. This part is either dented or she wants to make like a smirk. Because this head is perfect. I mean, not completely. The paint is more gray than tan, but sculpt-wise, it's perfect. So yeah, right side of the head, perfect. Left side, paint, none whatsoever. I mean, there is the mouth, nostrils, and eyes, eyebrows as well. But other than that, none. So that fucks up all the photorealistic thing, which is the reason I bought this. Yeah, I mean, this figure isn't what I thought it would be. I didn't think it was a bootleg, but there was chances given it did come from China. But even if it was a bootleg, it should have had still all the articulation. Why did they change the articulation, the sculpting? They like fused it. There's no even like a place, for the peg, but you can see where it jointed, right? Yeah, not even here. So it's weird. Like, as you usually see on a Marvel Legend, like here, Spider-Man, you can see here he has this kind of stripes for the disc that is the joint, right? Same here, and same here. They don't even have it. They like changed the sculpting, which is completely weird. So I don't know if it was like for copyright reasons or whatever. Let's check the rest of the compatibility of the figure. Left hand seemed kind of mush, so I don't know. It does fit in, but I think the peg is kind of bigger than the fist. Man, I don't know about this figure. I mean, I'm happy to have it, but I really wanted the real one. Yeah. So let's take a look at size difference. Right? Here is Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, but same sculpting exactly as regular Spider-Man, so whatever. They're a pretty good size match, I'd say. So she would work with your other Marvel Legends, but I mean, something I've seen throughout bootlegs, not actually ones that I have, but others that have been found on the internet. Uh, they were kind of scaled down than the actual figures, so that might be also a possibility here. Maybe it's also kind of shorter than it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know the actress's height, so I can't really say about the scale. But this is supposed to be 1/12 scale. This is around 15.5 centimeters, which is correct for the scale. I mean, let's have Naruto here from SH Figures. He's definitely shorter than her. He's more like 15 centimeters than 15.5. Same with most SH Figures, actually. Although he's kind of a short guy because he's a child. Let's have Madara here, which also actually have a Spider-Man leg. Don't judge me, he didn't come with a leg. He's the same height as her, about. Zoro from Variable Action Heroes. Yeah, he's quite taller, and we're out of focus, man. Okay, this should be better. I hope not most of the video was like this. I don't really want to edit it all together, but do what you're gonna do, right? Yes, so scale wise, she's how she's supposed to be, I believe. Sculpt wise, sculpting is mostly the same sculpting as what I've seen, except the face, the maskless face. She has been in an accident. Someone punched her really hard in the face. Maybe it was the old woman, on the train or a bus. Was it a bus or a train? I think it was a train. Yeah. So that's not very comforting, especially with the paint being missing. So I don't know really how much I like this. I do like the figure somewhat, though. It's not a total mess. I mean, let's take a look at the articulation, right? The head is ball jointed, so the hair is kind of annoying there. It's ball jointed, so it can look nowhere actually. It can only swivel. Oh, it can. Okay, it can swivel and tilt a little bit. It can't look up whatsoever. Can't look down whatsoever. But tilt like this. Sure. Shoulder only swivel. It can work kind of like a butterfly joint if you wanna try, but no. Double joint hand elbow, which I mean, look at the range. This is more than Figma, so yeah. Wrist swivels, not very good. I think it might break actually. Yeah, I do not think this figure should be bought by anyone. I mean, I did it, but I didn't know it was a bootleg at the time. Pretty good diaphragm joint. And as to the hip and thighs, same as usual. Actually, I think it's softer plastic than usual. Yeah, instead of the two pieces of hard plastic, around the square with the hole inside. It's just one piece. And I think the body is actually see-through. So that's not a good sign. There is a thigh swivel, and knee can go this much. Nothing, simply nothing down there. Sculpting wise, it looks how it should be. Paint wise, no. I can always repaint it if I have the ability to paint it as neatly. I could try. Probably won't in not in the foreseeable future. Yeah, don't buy this. Don't. Unless you have no access to Marvel Legends in your country, like I do. I don't really have any access to any Marvel Legends except the 2012 Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man movie line. That's everywhere here, and it has been for the past half a decade. Yeah, if you don't have Marvel Legends in your country, you can try and buy one on eBay, but yeah, really don't. Maybe find a good place like Big Bad Toy Store, but it's kind of pricey. Um, yeah, just don't buy this. Okay, buyer be warned. Actually, let's check the printing on the shoes. I always like to see Marvel 2018 Hasbro SA. Okay, made in China and a code there. Okay, so Marvel 2018. I'm pretty sure it should say 2019. I mean, it is from this year, not from last year. The movie and the figure. Maybe they did the molding last year. I don't know. Yeah. So this figure, I'd give it meh. If you want to buy it in your discretion, really. I don't advise to, but whatever you want to do it. Yeah, so I will see you guys later.